Hello, I'm Samantha Zapora. Welcome to my Patreon Ask video. I am asking for your support as I continue to create awesome, fact-based, potentially life-changing educational content for people who bleed from their vaginas. If you yourself do not occasionally bleed from a vagina, you grew inside of someone who did. Our entire culture is suffering from a massive amount of mis and disinformation, shame, stigma, and major problems around our sexual health. And my work is a direct answer to these problems. It's a salve to the wounds of patriarchy and oppression. I'm seeking to demystify and decolonize fertility and sexuality. I have been doing this work in some way or another since I was 11 years old when somebody asked me how to place a tampon, and I explained the difference between her vagina, her urethra, and her anus to her through a bathroom stall. I went on to work at Planned Parenthood throughout my teens as a peer mediator, peer educator, a patient advocate attending clinical abortion procedures. I was a birth doula through most of my 20s. And today I am focused on creating amazing educational content, mostly focused on fertility awareness and pregnancy release that does not end in birth. I wrote this little zine when I was 18 years old about how to tell when you ovulate. I've sold hundreds of copies of the ebook so far. I wrote this guide for how to heal after abortion a few years ago, and I'm in the process of creating a book on the topic of pregnancy release that does not end in birth for my colleagues as well as community members. And I want your help. I want your support. In a healthy community, in a healthy culture, the medicine woman is supported through tithes. She doesn't fix her own roof or grow her own food. And we have this amazing opportunity on Patreon to have a global digital village supporting this work. I've been answering between 1 and 5 inquiries a day for most of the last 10 years, where people are asking me questions about their reproductive and sexual health that ought to be common knowledge, that are a human right to have access to this information. So I'm really excited to get some support to be able to answer people's questions, to be able to share my love and my passion and my knowledge on this platform of Patreon, and create YouTube videos and blog post articles and more e-courses and webinars. Thank you so much for considering supporting me and this incredibly important work.